So in terms of Houston, you got Scarface and you got Bun B, and I feel like those are the two artists that pretty much everyone fucks with. Any genre, old school, new school,
that's right.
Backpack, fashion rap, whatever you want to call it. Like
respected in all corners of hip hop.
Yeah.
Can drop a verse on any type of song, any concept, and gonna kill it.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? And especially Scarface, he's one of those artists where you don't see him featured on a lot of people's. He don't just do songs with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? If he jump on, you feel
Tupac.
me? Yeah, he got a man. You feel me? Yeah.
Like that.
Everyone that he on, everyone that Bun on, they always body the verses every time.
Yeah, it's interesting because Scarface sat right here like a few weeks ago when I interviewed him, and he said,
"Am I ever gonna do another Geto Boys album?" No.
So that's official.
That's fucking official.
Okay, so that whole Kickstarter thing and all that.
I mean, and it wasn't because of the Kickstarter thing, you know. It wasn't because of the Kickstarter, because we could have still easily went in and did that shit. Mm-hmm. It's just a point in my life now where I feel like I have to do it for me now. I got to do me for right now.
Disappointed?
I mean, no, because I don't think it's true. I think it might be one day. You know, we always gotta have hope. It's like asking if it's gonna be a Power Wow Chameleon album. You know, I'm gonna say yeah, it's gonna be one someday. I gotta have hope.
Okay.
You know, I gotta have hope. So I'm not disappointed. I got hope, man. I think that just means the check ain't big enough yet, man. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that's why he would do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you get somebody a big enough check, that's gonna change a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, because they did have like a Kickstarter campaign, but you know, I talked to him like right when it launched, and he said, "I ain't fucking with that."
Yeah, but
so that kind of killed it.
But then think about it in the past. Haven't you heard that? Have you ever heard that in the past? You ain't never heard him say that before. It ain't never gonna be a Geto Boys album, and then, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 years later, it might be one. So, you know what I'm saying, people or whatever, not just not even specifically to him and the Geto Boys, but you hear artists say things all the time, and then time changed lots of things. Anything could happen in life to make you change. You know what I'm saying? What if Bushwick Bill or somebody has a near-death experience or something, and, you know, it make you think about something, and then they go to the studio that night and knock out an album. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, anything could happen, man. You know what I'm saying? They could change that. So I always got hope that there's going to be another Geto Boys album. But, you know, don't nobody want something that's just thrown together or put together that, you know, that ain't jamming. And I don't think Scarface wants that at all. So I think that might be what he mean. There ain't never going to be an album like that.
And he even said that there's only been 1 or 2 songs that he's ever been happy with.
I think that the only perfect song that I've ever made was I Seen a Man Die.
Which is an absolute classic.
That song to me was my only perfect song.
Yeah, even the intro on it was like so perfectly.
Yeah, that's the only song, man, that we got away with cursing on the radio.
But I can relate to that though, because I mean myself too, like a lot of the verses I do that I feel like are my best, people don't even think about it. And then the ones that people say, I always say are my best, I might be like, they dope, but I didn't really like it. Or, you know, a lot of my songs, even I always joke about my show set list. Half the songs on the show set list were songs that I did not want to record. I wasn't feeling that beat. I just did it because somebody talked me into doing it. You know what I'm saying? and then it came out and it just like, damn, this became a hit. But, you know what I'm saying? So I can definitely relate to that. But, you know, also you got to realize Scarface, man, he's such a, I mean, I don't know the standard he set for himself, but he's at the highest level. Yeah. You know, it don't get too much higher on the level or MC or artist he is. So his best still might be better than everybody else in the game, you know, or his second best might be better than everybody that's out right now. You feel me? So, shit, that's just how it be when you somebody of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never gonna lose hope. I always got hope they're gonna do another Geto Boys album.
Michelle handed Beyonce the phone, and she was like, "Hey, are you gonna come?" And that's when I told her, you know, I live 45 minutes away from the airport, so even if I wanted to come, that's not going to happen. Like, I'm like, nobody called me? And then she just gave Michelle the phone back.
My favorite thing in the book is letting people know that you got to watch how you treat people, because you can go to a radio station and you can see somebody that's the trash man and you can treat them like shit. And you can go to that same station a year later and that trash man might be the program director.